Hi guys, so now in this session we are going to start with the discussion of arrays. So one of the very important type of C programming terms. So here in this session we are going to discuss about 1D array. So there are many types of arrays. So now we are going to start with 1D. Okay. So under this 1D array topic we are going to discuss its introduction, its meaning, its a syntax of writing and a practical example, right? So now we will move on to the introduction part. I have given a simple graphical representation of different types of colors that are being present in general, right? So here if I am going to ask you a question, for example, I am going to ask you one of the question, that is what are the different types of colors that you are knowing, right? So what you will be answering, so by thinking some of the colors that comes in your mind, so you will tell that black is one color, white is one color, yellow is one color, then green and gray. So these are all different types of colors, right? So all these colors, that is black, white, yellow, green and gray, all are having its own shades and its own transparencies and attractions. So I can tell that these 5 types are belonging to the type. What is the type? So the type is called as your color. Can you understand? For example, if one of the person is answering that cabbage is a color, will you accept it? Or another one person is telling that two-wheeler is one color, so it is not an apt answer, right? So if I am asking you, tell me some of the colors, so you will be telling even red, blue, orange. So like this there are n number of colors, so whichever colors that is coming into your mind, so you will be giving that answer. Okay, what I will tell, so these are all the different types that belongs to the type color. Okay, so now you tell me all these types, that is all these color names are of same type, yes or no? What is the type? So type is color. For example, that cabbage, the two-wheeler is not belonging to the type color. So cabbage, if anyone is telling that, I will tell that no, it is belonging to the type vegetables, isn't it? So if anyone is telling as a two-wheeler, then I will tell that no, two-wheeler is not coming to this type of a color, so it is going to the type vehicle. Like this, we are categorizing some set of items that belonging to the same type, right? So this is one of an example. So a color is equal to white means it is right. So if a color is equal to yellow means it is right. Okay, so like this, a collection of names that belongs to the same type color. Okay, so that is called as color type. So in a similar way, in arrays we are going to create an variable. Okay, we are going to create a variable. So under that variable we are going to store more than one item. Okay, in the all the programs and all the variables what we have discussed so far, in that at an instant of time we will be storing only one value for that one variable, isn't it? So I think so you will be able to remember that in your mind. So but in 1D array, what I am going to do is, for a single variable, for example, if color is a variable, right? So for this color variable, at the moment of time, I can store black, I can store white, I can store yellow, green and grey. So how many types of colors we have placed over here? So it is 5. So for this color variable, I can store 5 colors. Okay, so I can store 5 colors in this type. What is the condition is, all those variables, all those values should belong to this same type. So this is much more important.
So now we will see its theoretical explanation along with its meaning and syntax declaration, friends, right? So these are all the theoretical points that I have shown over here. So first you see, an array is defined as a collection of values stored under one variable. So that's what we saw in diagrammatic explanation, isn't it? So an array is going to hold a collection of values that is going to be stored under one variable that is of same data type. So as it is belonging to the same data type, it is also called as a homogeneous one, right? So it holds a collection of values that belong to the same data type. So it is called as a 1D array. Suppose if you are just storing in this manner, then it is called as a 1D array, right? So this is the syntax. You see, data type, variable name and size. So this is the variable declaration part. So here you must have to specify the data type, whether it is integer, float, character or string, whatever it is. Then give a name for the array. Then what is the maximum size I am just going to store, right? So this is the way I must have to declare the variable, and then for accessing the variable, for accessing the values that is being stored under that array, okay, so this is the way. So variable name, that is the name of the array variable and its respective index. So this index is called as the other name as subscript. So what is this index refers? It is used to retrieve the value stored in that index location. See, the meaning is, for example, see, I have written here, so character, name of 10. So what is the meaning? So under this variable name, enemy, I am going to store 10 characters. Okay, all are going to be a character data type. So an array variable is enemy and it is declared with the size of 10 elements. So what is the maximum size I am going to store? So it is 10. Okay, so how it is going to store is, first value will be stored under the index location 0, then the second is going to get stored in 1. So like this up to 9 index locations it is going to get stored. So starting from 0 to 9. Okay friends, so under the location 0 I can get the first element, under the location 1 I can get the second element. See, this is the manner I am going to store the element. So this is the point I have told for the explanation that I have given. So size refers to the maximum number of elements stored, then index or subscript is used for retrieving the value. So for an instance, what is this name of 0 is going to give the value? Okay, it is going to give the value as B, right? So name of 1, if I am going to give name of 1, it is going to give the value as A. If it is name of 2, it is going to give the value as S. So like this, for any index location I can able to retrieve the value, friends, right? So this is the way we must have to implement a 1D array data structure, right friends? Okay.
So now we are going to see a practical example, right? So in this example I am going to enter the name and I am going to print the name. Okay, so see, int main, so this is the main function. So under this main function, this is the array variable I have declared. See, character is the data type, same variable what I explained you just now. So enemy of 10. So at the maximum I can store 10 character the values under this enemy variable. See, enemy is one variable, but number of values I am storing under enemy is 10. Right, can you understand? So now you see, I am going to get the value. So what is the next statement? Printf, enter the name. So it is going to print it on the screen. So in the next line you see I have used a for loop. Okay, so why I am using this for loop is, for example, if you want to get 10 values for one variable, we cannot just type as it is. So for that you should have to use any one of the looping statement, either while loop, do loop, that is do while loop or for loop. So here I have used for loop. I think you will be able to know what is the meaning of a for loop. So here you see int I equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. So in this loop it is going to execute 10 times. So I am going to read the values of enemy. Okay, so now only one statement is being given, so I have not used open and close bracket. Scanf %c comma enemy ampersand of I. So for each and every I value I am going to get an input of this variable. So enemy of 0, enemy of 1, enemy of 2 up to enemy of 9. I am going to get the values. Okay friends, so after getting the values it is going to come out of the loop, that is after this condition is satisfied. Then printf, enter the final name read. So like this I am going to print it on the screen. So what are all the values that I have read for this loop statement? So by using another loop I am going to print the values that I have read for enemy. So for int I equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. So here also I have used I and here also I have used I. So meaning is both are having the different scopes, because within this open and close parenthesis, or sorry, open and close bracket I am using, so it will not give any error. Okay, so I is equal to 0, so this also it is going to execute 10 times. So printf %c comma NME of 5. So it is going to print each and every value for one loop or one iteration. So name of 0, name of 1, 2, 3, etc. will be printed until this condition is satisfied. So meaning is up to 9, all the values that is going to be read are printed over here. Okay, so finally I am returning 0 because here the return type is int. Although I am returning or not returning any answer, default I must have to give here as 0 because here I am not returning any answer. Okay, can you understand? So now let me run and compile. So I will compile and run this program. So now I will run this program. So see, you are getting the answer as enter the name. See, this is being displayed over here. So now I am giving the same character KEERTHISRI. So you see what will be the output. See, the final name read is, see what is that is being read completely, it is being printed as Kirti Shri. Can you understand? So like this only we can get the benefit of using one variable to store multiple values. So this type of operation is called as an one-dimensional array, friends. So now we have discussed one-dimensional array. So we are going to go for the discussion of two-dimensional array, right friends? So we'll meet in that discussion, right? So bye.